Okay, so tonight we've been dealing with percentages a lot in class for about the last 2 weeks. So what we want to look at tonight is calculating percents increase or a percent decrease. All right. And again, just to refresh your memories a little bit, we've been using proportions for our setup. Remember, one side's always going to be our percent ratio, so we're always going to have percent out of 100. On the other side, for our second ratio, context clues, we've talked about this being the original number. We've talked about this being the original number or this representing a total. Okay, I think for most of the problems that you're going to see tonight that this is going to be the one that you're going to be using. You're going to be looking for your original value. Okay. All right. So, situation, I think the homework, pretty much all the problems are the same. So you might see something that means we're going from a $25 item to a $70 item. All right, so the question is, what is the percent increase for this particular problem? Okay, what's the percent increase for this particular problem? I mean, we obviously can tell that it's an increase. It went from 25 bucks up to 70 bucks. So we know the value is increasing. What we want to calculate is the percent that it increased. All right, so we use our proportions. Okay, we can tell from here our first part, 100. We do not have a percent given to us in this whole problem. So this is going to be our variable. Okay, for the second ratio, this is where we can get our numbers included. And our clues here, our original value, we want to put that in the denominator. So since we're going from 25, that's going to be our original price. 70 is our new price. Okay, so yeah, so again, if this is going to be our original, this might be our new. Okay? All right. Solve our proportion. 100 times 70 divided by 25. Again, save time. Calculator gives us W equals 280. And again, that's a percent because that is the one that's over 100. Okay, so now what we have to be careful of, though, is this the answer to the question? All right, what's the percent of increase? And it's not. Okay, $25 is our original, $70 is our new price. Again, as proportions go, if this value represents a new price, then this value represents a new percent. Okay? Consistency here. New price, new percent. So that does not answer what we need. The question wants to know how much did the percent increase. So again, if this is an original, then that means this is an original. So our original percent was 100. Our new percent is 280. That means that we have a 180% increase. All right, 180% increase. So we have a little subtraction there at the end to catch up. Now an alternative, okay, to this. First percent ratio we can set up the same. We can even keep our original the same. If you would prefer, so our price went from $25 to $70. Well, we do a small subtraction step. That's a $45. That's a $45 increase. Okay, that would be a $45 increase. Solve your proportion. 100 times 45 divided by 25. we get 180. Okay, is that the answer to our question? And the answer is yes. Okay, because we changed this value to represent an increase, so that means whatever we get over here represents an increase. Okay, so it's a $45 increase, or that's an increase of 180%. So that's how we could label that. And notice exactly what we came up with up here, a 180% increase, a 180% increase. Which version you prefer, completely up to you. Okay, just be aware of the fact that it all depends on what value you want to place in that second ratio. That's going to determine whether you have to subtract when you get done, or you can just take your answer and that'll be the end of it. Okay, I believe all 10 problems are exactly the same as this one this evening. So they should all look very similar. Do the best you can, and as always, bring your questions to class tomorrow. Have a good night.